Last year, former Ironman world champion, two-time 70.3 world champion. Sebi, always try and think of what can I ask you that you haven't heard before. So in an arm wrestle with young Frodeno, who would win?
I think I have probably a little bit bigger chances than in the race on Saturday. So I would take the battle. I mean, his arms are a little bit longer, but show the guns. Big gun. I mean, Jan looks more like a runner. I'm probably a little bit more like an arm wrestler.
Sebi,
but I came prepared for arm wrestling this year.
Sebi, I saw a quote where you said that you think it's going to take everything you have and maybe a little bit more to beat Jan on Saturday, but surely you don't jump into the water here in the bay thinking you're racing for second. You're a winner. You want to win.
It's so funny. In the last 2 weeks, I read a lot of quotes about what I said in the past 3 months about this race, and I'm always surprised how many different quotes are out there. And I think it just shows how much growth there has been in Ironman in the last couple of years, since I can't even remember saying some of these things that are in the media. So yeah, I think it just showcases how big the media is nowadays in our sport. But you know, I mean, of course it would take a perfect race for me, but I think I would probably not be able to match Jan's perfect day, and I think he's prepared to bring the perfect day on Saturday. But yeah, that's why I really love the race, and I love the position I'm in.
Final question for you. We got a young man here. He's 12 years old. He chose to come to the Ironman World Championship. You fell in love with triathlon at a very young age as well. You fell in love with triathlon thinking about the age of 8. You've been doing tri since what, you're about 12, 13, 14. It's been a very long time in the sport for you.
So I also had some sort of a disease. Probably I still have it. It's not a really serious disease. It's called ADHD. It comes in a lot of forms, and sport is definitely a cure for it. That's for sure. And so probably one of the reasons why my parents supported me a lot. And I think what really after I won the race in 2014, what I really experienced as a new goal, it's not only about, you know, getting yourself in the absolutely perfect shape to win a race, but it's the way leading up to this race you really need to enjoy or need to love. And when you do that, then you're pretty tough to beat. So I would just say enjoy the way, and that's the most important thing, I guess.
Thank you very much, Sebastian Kienle. The journey is as important as the goal. Thank you so much. As we hand the microphone over to our two-time Ironman defending world champion, men's champion, also Olympic gold medalist 2008, also 70.3 world champion previously, winner the Barcelona 70.3 to start the season, a win in Klagenfurt, Austria, despite not feeling so great. And you've kind of taken the time here in post-Austria to focus squarely on Saturday, the 14th of October. You decided to skip Chattanooga. A lot of people are speculating, and I'm sure you see all that speculation. So are you know, obviously you want to win number 3, but do you have a goal beyond winning number 3 on Saturday? That's the question. And then the first thing people say, sub 8. But I know you're a lot smarter than that. It's the result first and then look at the clock, right?
Yeah, I don't even look at number 3 or anything like that. I think getting caught up in that would be somewhat disrespectful to the whole scenario that we're facing, because the depth is definitely increasing in the field. You know, I feel like it's a tough crew that I'm up against this year, and it's one race at a time that you just definitely have to focus on every step, because, well, we all know that Kona can catch you on an off day very, very quickly. So yeah, I'm just prepared to take it one step at a time on Saturday.
One step at a time. We spoke about Patrick earlier, and would you agree that he's raised the bar on that marathon, and how has that changed your preparation?
No. He definitely has raised the bar in terms of what is currently possible on the run, and it's something where I feel like he's brought his best performance here to the race day. He had a phenomenal marathon last year, and when you consider the conditions that he was facing, you know, to come off a deficit off the bike with a penalty, which is always hard to deal with, to show the grit and pull it off, I think is exactly what you need to be good here. And yeah, of course, I've looked at the performance, and not only his, you know, there's definitely some other athletes here that raise the bar in the swim, and of course the bike on the other side of the table here. So it's kind of, that hasn't in the end changed all that much, because really you just need to be on the top of your game in the swim, bike, run.
Final question for you, which was posed on social media. You had an Instagram post where it looked like you only had a moustache. You couldn't really see the rest of the beard. The question was, will you shave that for Saturday morning?
Well, the answer's already here. I did shave it. It was one of those, you know, rest day, hang around, what do you do? And I like to, you know, before the race, get caught up in a lot of other things and let my beard grow a little bit too much, and then afterwards I bought one of those shavers because I forgot my other one, and you know, you get all these fancy adapters that you can play around with, and then that's what came up. We thought we'd have some fun and look like Pablo Escobar.
Interesting analogy. Ladies and gentlemen, your defending world champion, Jan Frodeno for Germany. A big round of applause for the gentleman. Do we have any questions, or do you want to do the usual media? I'm not going to share my question with anybody else. I'll do my one-on-ones if you haven't done them already. I presume we want a group photograph of all of them, but before either of you get up at all, the Ironman Foundation have got the ukuleles we need to sign. The ladies will sign one, the gentlemen will sign another. To the members of the media, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything you do.